Welcome back to another episode of The Traders Show. The Traders Show is a podcast that is focused on educating masses on how to trade the Forex market professionally. We talk about business, entrepreneurship, technology, and have interesting conversations with people who are doing interesting things. The show is proudly brought to you by Financial Hub. Financial Hub is the #1 Forex institute in Kenya, which is focused on mentoring and developing profitable and consistent traders in the market. My name is Akian. I'm one of the co-hosts of The Traders Show. I'll pass it along to one of my co-hosts to continue the show.
Awesome. So welcome guys. Welcome back to the show, as Kenna said. My name's Caleb, and we're honored today to be with a guest who's a trader, a good trader, one of our students here at Financial Hub. He's been with us for quite some time now. If you watched our previous videos, we interviewed Arvin, and we want to bring more of our students, our traders, so that you can get to hear from them how their journey has been. Most of you have had our journeys, our stories, you already know them. So there's nothing new there. It's just maybe showing you what we are doing currently. But it's also important, as Kenna said, we bring interesting people, interesting topics, and you hear from them, their mouth, and what they're going through from a different perspective, a different lens, which is quite important. So today, our guest is called Abdi Shakur. We prefer to call him Shasha. He prefers that name. He'll tell you maybe why today in the podcast. But welcome, Abdi.
Thank you so much, Caleb. It's an honor to be here, first of all. And I've been watching these shows, these podcasts from home. And I wanted to join one day as well. So it's an honor to be here. So my name's Abdi Shakur Ali. I go by Shasha. So I'm honored to be here.
Why Shasha first?
I don't know. Somebody important called me Shasha, so stick.
Somebody important in your life?
Yeah, one time, so I stick with it.
Okay. Welcome, Shasha. So like I was saying,
Thanks.
Shasha is our student. When did you join us, Shasha?
So I joined you on 2022. I think it was in July. That's when I joined you guys. So that's not when I started trading, but I joined you guys when I was 1 year into the journey. So that's when I found you guys and I joined you. So it's been 1 year, I think.
And how was it 1 year before you joined us? What made you come in? Before, how was it? How did you know Forex?
So I started Forex I had it from a cousin. So this cousin of mine was trading. He lives he doesn't live in Kenya, so he comes sometimes and then he goes. So one time he was just showing me, he was making profits, and then he told me, yeah, this is a thing you can pursue. So I started in 2021. That's when I started. I didn't want to go the long way, like getting a course, all that. So I started doing online research.
He didn't show you?
He didn't show me, he showed me this course, something called Forex. So I did some research, a lot of research.
Yeah.
And then that's when I started trading. First of all, I think I didn't take a course, but I took an account, a live account directly.
So you just opened a live account?
Yeah, so I went straight to it. I didn't learn anything. I didn't know what is Forex. So this guy I was talking to, I was telling you the story the other day. So this guy is a salesman of a broker. It's called CM Trading.
This is your first account now?
Yeah, so it's based in South Africa. So this guy, he used to call me daily. He saw I was inquiring, and then he called me. He told me, if you deposit $250, that's the minimum. Maybe I'll start teaching you and all that. I said, okay. I took the money, I deposited.
So to $50 was your first account?
Yeah, so I deposited the money. I was hoping this guy will teach me something, and yeah, so he didn't even teach me anything. That was the last day I had from him.
Seriously?
Yeah, nimejua tu baadaye. He was the sales guy.
Oh, so after you deposited the money, the guy disappeared?
The guy disappeared, so I was just left with that money and no experience in trading. So that's when I went on YouTube and all that stuff. I started on Baby Pips, you know that.
Yeah.
So I did the lessons alone. So I was trading. I was learning for 4 months. And then when you have money on the table, you want to get it.
So
on
you,
first,
after the
so
guy
Mark
disappeared, you decided, let me just learn.
Teach myself.
Then-
so the money is in the brokerage account.
Okay.
So
That's CM.
that's CM trading.
Okay.
So yeah, I took the course. I didn't take a course. I read some baby pips.
Cleared baby pips.
Basically, yeah. I
Then
didn't
that
clear all of
graduation.
it, but I got some like patterns from it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then I moved on. And then there was another guy. He stays in Italy. He trades, so he does live trading. So I told him I have money, so come let's trade one day. I remember it was Friday, and there was NFP. That was my first trade ever. I don't know if it was gold or something. I made like $200.
Oh, serious?
Seriously?
Yeah, that's my first trade.
Beginner luck.
That's when I fell in love. Completely. So after that time, I ended up losing all the amount.
The whole amount.
Yeah.
How did you lose it? Like, okay.
Like
let
I
me
was not
take you
putting
back a
stop
bit.
loss.
On the first trade, the one that you took.
Yeah. So
Why did you decide to just buy this one? Or it's that guy?
because that guy was doing some analysis, I didn't even understand what he was doing.
Told you to buy.
He told me to sell. Sell.
Okay.
So market may spike too, and then luckily it was 3 p.m. So the news back to come at 30 minutes
Before it pops out.
so immediately it may drop. So the guy strategy yake ilikuwa like akipata hizo pips, it was like a scalper and a close trade. So it was closing the trades. I did too, and then I was like, now
You have $200.
yeah.
Did you withdraw?
So I didn't withdraw. I thought I found a hack. So the next week then came, and then on Monday I blew the whole amount.
On Monday?
On Monday, yeah.
So Friday you made money, Monday you lost everything.
Yeah, unfortunately. So
And you lost everything. How?
everything
How,
plus
what,
my
how did it happen?
$250. Yeah, I didn't put stop loss. I didn't have no strategy. I was just getting in and
Gambling.
getting out. Yeah. So and the lot sizes I was just guessing.
Yeah.
Over one trade, multiple trades?
Multiple trades, like 3 trades, 4 trades. Lot size, I'll put like 10 lot size or something like that. Ilikuwa mad. And then I ended up blowing the account. So that's when I decided like I need to go and learn more so that I can put in another money. So I sat down, I did some research. I found a guy who was selling a course online. So I didn't take the course, but the lessons were on YouTube. So I was following that guy.
From a Kenyan or
Someone from London.
London.
It's called Mark.
Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Falcon.
I was following Falcon. I made up a trading plan. It was not like accurate, but
At
I made
least
up
now you're informed.
Now I had a trading plan. Then I decided to jump in again. But before I decided to jump in, I knew I had to get a mentor, and then I knew I had to invest like in my psychology and risk, all that. So that's when I found you guys.
Okay.
You found us what? Through YouTube, Instagram?
Through YouTube actually. So I was following your videos, and then one day I thought, I was say ako Kenya labda, so where can they be? So nika inquire, I thought nikajua mko town. So that's when I decided to come over. Nimekam. I was met by a guy. It was called Kiniti.
Yes.
Remember Kiniti?
Yeah.
So tumepatana na Kiniti. Amenionyesha makosa. I told him, mi sitaki hizi vitu. I only want psychology, risk peke yake. Nikamwambia hivyo, I already have a strategy nini. Okay. He told me just take the whole course, try it out. It's just 2 months. And at that point I took the strategy. I took the course, your course. So that's how it went.
And why didn't you stick with the other guy? The one who you sat with then took
Because
trades?
the day I came, remember I showed you my notebook.
Yes.
So the strategy was trading, or more, it was more like chart patterns.
Yeah.
So it was not like flags only. It was flags, rectangles, triangles, wedges, all those.
It was doing everything.
It was doing everything. So when I came to Caleb, I think it was my first lesson. I showed you my notebook. You told me all these maybe they don't work. I don't know. You told me like it's good if you stick with one of them. That's when I stuck with the flags, and then it went that way.
Okay, and in your class, I remember you said what, last year,
2021, yeah.
22?
July
No, with our course.
2022, yeah.
And it stayed 2 months.
2 months.
How was the
yeah.
course?
I remember we were done at the election.
Oh, yes. We were done before the election.
elections, yeah.
So how was it? How was the experience? Now you came for psychology and risk,
management mostly.
but now we made you go through the whole course.
The whole course.
Was it good that you went through the whole course?
It was good. I learned a lot of things, and then I decided I should stick with the only the flags. That's when I decided. After that, I sat down, I humbled myself, I backtested all of that work, and then I decided to put money into account. But then that's when I found out about prop firms.
Yes.
Yeah, so I found out about prop firms like this year.
Uh-huh.
So that's my journey from prop firms starts from there.
When you discovered prop firms, you had already traded more smaller accounts.
Yeah, I already traded more small accounts.
Share the experience of those smaller. Before we started, you just said that you ended up blowing so many accounts.
Yeah,
So
actually,
would you share with us the experience while you were trading those accounts?
I was frustrated because I will get the direction part right mostly. The direction part I will get it right, but then I will get spiked out, and then
market will move to your side.
Yeah. So and then the margin accounts, these retail accounts.
Yeah.
You can imagine. So most of the accounts ilikuwa ina blow too hivyo.
You will find that the margin becomes
so you can't do risk management on $250 account. So
good.
I wanna stop loss. So you just hope
that the market won't get too
yeah. You just hope the market doesn't go far above your entry point, and then if you get it, you get it. And kuna time nilikuwa napatanga profits, but it was not a lot of times. Mostly like nilikuwa na lose.
Okay.
So I blew many accounts before. So that was my experience with accounts.
And now how is it with the prop firms?
Actually, I think it's a safer way to trade. It's an organized way to trade. You're doing risk, all of that. I think it's easier to trade prop firm than to trade a retail account. I think that's sort of my experience told me.
Why?
Because when you're doing the prop firm, you're already putting like risk parameters into the picture. You're doing a lot of things. You just can't blow the account. And then bi-weekly, from Monday, you should be able to risk like the whole week. I'm risking like 3%. So my risk is capped. Even wiki ikienda down sana, I'm down 3%. So that's a good way to look at it.
So it's taught you the value of risk management.
Yeah, a lot.
So on that 3%, because Tara's taught you a lot in terms of risk management. When you're saying that 3%, how are you approaching risk in the prop firm side?
Okay, so I'm approaching it dynamically. So when I take the account, if I get like 3% in profits, if I reach 3% in profits, that's when I will like think of doubling my risk. Like
at the starting point, what risk do you take per trade?
1%.
Okay.
I start with 1%, and then when I'm above 3%, that's when I'll increase my risk to 1.5%. But then on the flip side, when I started down, so that time I'll reduce my risk to 0.5%. So
you move risk depending on where
depending
the account
on the
is.
account, yeah.
So if you're down 3, you'll have it.
No, if I'm down 1%.
Or if you're down 1%, you have it.
Yeah.
But you don't want deep drawdowns.
Yeah. So, and then if I get about 3%, that's when I get like
1.5.
my risk to 1.5%.
Maximum.
Yeah. Maximum, yeah.
So yours fluctuates between 0.5 to 1.5.
To 1% to 1.5, yeah.
And then katikati 1.
Yeah. So that's majorly how I view risk.
Okay. And have you gone lower than 3%?
Lower than 3% in drawdowns.
Because now okay, wait. I wanted the story of your prop firm account, the one you were telling me the other day.
Oh yeah, so
because you've been trading it well.
Yeah.
It was what? My funded FX?
It was my funded FX.
Uh-huh.
It was the 5K account. Basically, your account, I didn't take it for like the profits. I just wanted to try out. It was my first try at the prop firm. So that was my first retry, my first try. And then I got the account at 50% off.
Okay.
So it was like $25.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to get a taste of the prop firm industry, all that. So now, even though I've blown it, I now see like prop firm is the way to go for me.
How did you? That story of how you blew it.
Okay, I blew it.
You were trading it well.
Yeah, I blew it because of one mistake. Actually, a position sizing mistake. So, I was trading gold. I was in. So I started the account in drawdown. I reduced my risk to 0.5%. I was recovering most of the drawdown. I was like at 2% drawdown. But then I reached like 5% drawdown. And then I came back to like 2%.
2%.
Yeah, so I took a trade on gold, I think last week.
Yeah.
Position sizing, so nimemess up like stop yangu mali nilikuwa nafaa kuweka 20 pips, nimeweka 200 pips. Like mali ilikuwa 200, nimeweka 20 pips. So
Mistake.
So yeah, so I ended up losing $250.
That meant the
I
account
was supposed to lose $25.
$25.
Yeah, so
You lost 10 times.
Yeah.
So you had risk 0.5, but you ended up
Yeah.
losing 5.
Yeah.
Which is the maximum drawdown, daily
Yes.
drawdown.
So yeah, I blew the account that way.
How did it feel?
It felt bad, but now I know what to look out for. Now I know how to trade. Now I feel like I've gained more experience after taking the account and after blowing it. So yeah.
So what account are you going to go for next?
I think now I'm just gonna sit out for December.
You're on holiday.
Yeah, it's the holiday period.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna sit out this period, and then the money I think I'll double my money right now if I sit out instead of buying right now. Another challenge.
Okay.
And then after like maybe next year I'll take a bigger challenge of 50K or maybe 100K. Yeah,
Big and better, because you've learned something important.
Yeah. So
if you lost
a
100K account just because of position sizing, you will have felt a lot of pain.
Yeah, so the 5K was like I was testing it out. So now I want to take the 100K or 50K because I know at the end of the day I'm just going to be looking at it's not going to change. The 5K and the 100K, the accounts are just the same. It's just percentage wise. If you view it
Capital
percentage wise,
size.
it's not that different. So my risk is all the same. Everything is same, just the money is increased. So I think I'll go for a bigger one this time.
Okay.
And when you're taking the account, there's someone who was asking me the other day. I've never done it myself, but with your beliefs, your dini as Muslim, what account do you go for? Because us, we take the accounts that have interest. Now you guys don't take those ones.
Yeah, I think there are some prop firms that have the Islamic account.
The swap free.
Yeah.
Swap free because you charge swap free overnight.
Yeah, so
overnight interest rates.
There's not much difference.
But you're fine taking the commission one.
Yeah.
Commission one is fine.
It's fine, yeah. The only thing that's bad is interest. So the swaps.
The swaps.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never tried you've ever tried the swap free account?
Oh.
Taras?
Yes.
Yeah, you've tried them?
The retail account, yeah.
But it's just basically the same.
Is the commissions higher?
Yeah, commissions are higher.
Commissions are higher, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and would you describe your trading process to people? Like how, like let's say Mondays.
How do you approach?
How do you approach? Like how do you look at markets? Where do you start? How do
Okay,
you prepare?
so the way I prepare for the market is on Sunday evening I take out like 1 hour or 30 minutes from my day, and then I look forward. I look at the week before, what I could have done right, how the market was doing.
So you do a recap of the previous week first?
Yeah, quick recap, and then I'm looking at the weekly candles, expecting how the week is going to turn out. The daily bias, I use the daily bias and the weekly bias mostly.
Okay.
So I know the bias, the like the direction the market can go to the coming week. So then on Monday, after I've done that on Monday I look at this chart straightly. So I wake up early. I wake up at around 5.
Mm-hmm.
Then after I do my prayers and all that, now I look at the charts for like 1 hour or 2 hours. I look at the market. I like from top-down analysis approach, the higher time frames, mostly nashukanga 2 4 hours, siendangi chini ya 4 hours. 1 hour is for entry. And then after I'm done with that, completely free the whole day. I don't look at charts unless I look at it on the New York time zone, and the London, how market reacted. But the much work is done on Sunday and on Monday before. So yeah, that's
So
what
now
I do.
during the week,
During the week I just look at the markets, how they reacted. I don't look at it all the time, but like during New York, I see how markets have reacted to a certain key level I was watching, like that. If I have a trade, I'll take the trade, put my stop loss, and then I'm not looking at charts anymore.
I remember that's what happened when you took the gold trade.
Yeah. So
Took
the
it,
gold trade, I
Close the chart.
so I executed the trade, put my stop loss, and then I went out of the house. So when I came back, and then that's when I saw like I was down to 50. I was wondering until the next day. That's when I knew the reason.
Okay.
What got you to that point? Like why take a trade then close? It used to interfere with your trade.
Yeah, mostly. Yeah, I think that's psychologically. When you are looking at the chart, when you are looking at the charts all the time, you tend to interfere with how setups are going. You tend to wish price will go that direction. You start to force trades
In your head.
Yeah. So unless you are not, when you are not there, it's like it's okay. So I was away for 4 hours. How did the market? There's
You
one
don't
candle that's forming on the 4 hour. I
Oh,
look
yeah,
at
yeah.
that candle 4 hours. I know it's going that way. So yeah.
You don't monitor it on your phone when you're walking around, or you don't even have it on your phone.
No, I execute on the phone. I execute kwa phone, but then I don't look at it all the time. Maybe on a 4 hour time frame. 4 hours after every 4 hours, maybe I look at the candle, how it closed, and then I'm done.
Okay. And there's another question in terms of the community and how we trade, because we are together in the flag traders, the patterns that we trade. There's a story because we trade more or less the same strategy. That I'd like you to share with Ken. I don't know if Ken knows the story, and it's a lesson that people will learn from. You remember when you traded, when the group mentality of trading also can affect someone trading positively and negatively. Positively in that we keep each other accountable and push one another. Negatively in that you can start executing other people's trade ideas. You're like now the example that I'm talking about, which is the opposite of that.
Yeah, so I took a trade. It was on gold.
Is gold the one you trade the most?
I tend to look at gold a lot. I don't know why. Because gold moves a lot, maybe. So that trade was gold. I took the trade on Monday. Actually, I took 2 trades on Monday. It was gold and USD CAD, I think. Oh yeah, USD CAD. So that same Monday, I was not seeing like price was at my entry, but ilikuwa inaenda more to my stop. Both markets. So, and then you posted another video. You posted a video of how you're viewing the markets.
My analysis for the week.
So I remember you said like it was Monday, so you don't expect price to flow on Monday. So you are looking for a correction, a point higher, and then that's when you are looking for the sell. So immediately I watched that video, I looked at the charts. I was not seeing the same things. I was seeing what you were saying. So I came out of both
What you are
trades.
seeing was forgotten for now.
Yeah, so I came out of both trades. Luckily, USD CAD, it went out to hit my stop loss, and the other one, it went to target gold.
So
Actually,
either way,
that
you
will have
still have
passed.
made money.
Actually, that trade will have passed me the
Challenge.
challenge. I was 3%. I was like 3% up.
So that
That's
trade
right.
would have given you about 4%.
Yeah, it was my second week. So yeah,
Don't worry.
So what
Ended
did you
up
learn
close.
from that?
I learned that community. When you're talking about the community, in some sense it's positive, but in other sense you tend to look at people, what they're thinking, and then there's the confirmation bias.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see a setup, and then you don't execute unless you find someone
Else.
like Caleb anakukonfirmia. After that you take the trade. So hiyo ina happeninge, but I've seen it. Sai na deal na yeye differently. Like
Okay.
what you share in the community, I don't look at it all the time, but when I look at it,
You look at it as that
Yeah.
Caleb's view.
yeah,
May I
it
have
doesn't
my
change
view?
it doesn't change my view and my trades. Yeah.
So guys, what Abdi Shasha is talking about, we teach a lot about it at Financial Hub, what we call independent thinking. Taras has his own way of trading. Ken has his own strategy. I have my own strategy. And sometimes you can really get influenced, especially when you don't understand what you're doing. You start taking someone else's trade, you're looking for trade signals, or you're looking for someone who's just winning, and you think you can do the same and duplicate their trades. Now, at Financial Hub, we have two main courses which we teach you how to approach the markets as you individually. We have a masterclass, which is a 2-month course for any beginner trader or even a trader who's been trading but really looking to find an edge in the markets. We have a 2-month course where you get 2 sessions per week for 2 months, where we teach you from a novice level to a really advanced level, which if you go through that, we can assure you that you can stop blowing accounts and you can start trading at least consistently and stop losing money in the end. Be consistent, profitable. And we have our new other course that we just launched the other day called Project FX, what Shasha Gang is talking about, where we teach you mainly about prop firms. Now, prop firms is a whole different space. It's totally different from retail trading. The risk parameters is different. The psychology in that is different. The strategies you'll use to pass the challenge, trade live and continue staying in the challenge is totally different from trading a retail account. So that's the other course that we launched the other day. It's a 3-day course. It's sort of a crash course where we teach you from details about prop firms, where they're from, what they do, strategies to utilize, risk management of prop firms, psychology of prop firms, and also now how you can formulate your own strategy to pass those challenges. So those are the courses we offer. On top of it, we have a book, our Forex template, which can teach you a lot about Forex markets. And last but not least, we also have psychology sessions, and our psychologist the other day just launched her free fast evaluation session, where you come here to Financial Hub, book a meeting with her, have a psychology session. Have you had a psychology session?
Not yet, but I'm planning to.
Yeah, please do before the year ends. So that's what we have that we're offering you guys, because we are really trying to professionalize the industry and help you guys become profitable traders. So Ken?
I think I'd ask you, now that you're in the developing stage, everyone is actually developing, but you're at different stages. What are you doing on a daily basis that can help someone who's developing to help you develop or progress faster?
What I do?
Okay, right now that you are still in the learning phases of trading, what are some of the practices that you have embraced on a daily basis to ensure that you're growing and developing as a trader?
Because you read a lot. I remember you like reading a lot of psychology and such.
Yeah. So a lot of things. Actually, journaling is number one.
Journaling.
Yeah. So I didn't used to journal, but now I know it. Like, it's the small steps that make the big difference.
Yeah.
Like with Kama journaling and with Kama the weekly analysis, like how I look at the markets on Sunday, the previous week, all that, it helps. So yeah, I think that helps. Risk management is also important. Psychologically, I can say reading a lot of books, viewing your journey as a process. If you view your journey as a process, then I think you'll get far.
You'll get far.
Yeah. Then if you are looking for the end goal, if you are looking at the end goal, or if you're looking at it as like a process, it takes time. Yeah. So I think that's really important.
Okay.
And backtesting.
And
You backtest a
backtesting.
lot?
Yeah, so I used to backtest a lot. So now I don't do much, but I'm planning to do backtests like after every 2 weeks.
You run backtests.
Yeah, so yeah, backtesting is really important, really, really very important. When it comes to the entry and all that, if you haven't backtested, you don't know what you're doing. You're just guessing everything. Maybe you're getting in too early or too late, or you're waiting for something that is not coming. So yeah, backtesting helps with that.
Okay. And what advice would you give to someone who's like 2 years where you are? Let's say someone who's starting out where you are, like for the 2 or 3 years that you've been in the market. What are some of the experiences you've had that you think are valuable for that person who's starting?
I'm looking at, there's another student there, Avin.
Having, yeah. the
Avin.
students.
So yeah, like his journey is unique. It's like he took the course at the beginning of his journey, and then he went straight to prop firms. Yeah, so like you guys joining Financial Hub, that will like in a long process, it will make it shorter. And then yeah, so that I think here a nice idea, like people like you guys, the communities, all those is a nice idea. So I will say go for a proper course, work on your risk and your psychology, and I think you are done.
Okay. Guys, you've heard from Shasha Gang himself. We call him that here. He's shared his journey for the last 2 years. I'm sure there are traders out there who are still developing like him. We're in a stage where you're still striving to do better, and there are very many places where you can develop. We do the same. So for him, the best thing that you can do is look for a community and try to at least surround yourself with like-minded people. We don't necessarily mean you have to like pay up something or do that. No. You can just surround yourself with like-minded people who are in the same mental space that you're in. And I think you'll be doing basically what he's saying. So I think we've covered much from the show. We'll have him again after a year or two probably. He'll be at a different level. He's not trading. You're trading props.
Right
So you said
now.
you've taken a break, but you're
Yeah,
coming back
right
to
now,
it
yeah,
in
yeah.
January. Okay. So probably once he's done with his challenges and he's funded, we can have him back to share the experience of trading those accounts. We decided to bring up some of the people who we have seen develop. Like for us, we met you when you were starting, and now we've seen that journey, from him sending us some patterns which we thought, hapa hakuna pattern, to at least you being able to spot good patterns and having trades, and even being able to come up with your own ideas which contradict what someone who taught you did. So that shows that you're learning and you're on the right curve. So I think that's much that we had for the show, unless you guys have parting shots.
Yeah. Shasha, thank you for coming.
It's a pleasure.
We've seen Shasha's growth immensely. Shasha, Avin, we have other people we'll bring, like in a DJ. Shasha, DJ, and Avin in my inner circle. We talk, chat. We just trade the same way, look at the markets the same how, and we've seen that growth, and don't stop. It's the way you're saying. Before, when you started, when you came to us, you could see a difference after you finished the course. Right now, last year and this year, I'm sure you're seeing a bigger difference. You've traded those accounts. I remember when that happened, you came to the office, we talked about it. So having a community of people you can talk about, because I can understand what you've gone through. And like someone else who doesn't know trading will start telling you you're burning through money, you're wasting time. But over here as a community, tunasaidiana. I may learn from you guys learn from us. So it's a symbiotic, nice relationship. So don't stop. Take your break. Breaks are important. We also, even us over here, sometimes you can be, let me just take a short break kidogo. It's not a matter of life and death. And when you take the breaks, you come back big and better. It doesn't mean if you take a break, you're losing out, you're missing out, you won't become better. So take your break, come back. We'll do another interview when you're back, profitable, bigger, past challenges, making your money. Umeleta watu wengine from Isili to talk to us, and we help them. So thank you for coming.
It's my pleasure.
Okay.
Sawa. Taras, any question? Are you cool? So Taras is here behind the scenes, always with us, pushing us and making sure we do the right things. Sasa, so that's it, guys. We'll see you in the next one. As I always remember to stay woke, stay financially literate, and we'll see you in the next episode.